And we welcome you back here to wrap things up from Somerset, New Jersey. The TD Bank Ballpark, the site for this one. Central Connecticut State wins it over Wagner 7-2. Let's send it down to the field and join our Craig D'Amico.
All right, thanks, Matt. We're here with the Central Connecticut State head coach, Charlie Hickey. And, Coach, your team facing elimination here today, but it's always good to have a start like you did from Foster here today help when you're in an elimination situation.
No, you're right. Obviously, we're in the situation, as was Wagner, that you're on all hands on deck mode. Everybody's available. You got to try to figure out how you can get through one inning to the next. And obviously, Jason got started. He started mixing some pitches for us. Got a big 3-run homer at one spot, and against an aggressive team that runs the bases, we were able to control it a little bit. They went to a hit and run in a spot, and we got a ball hit right up the middle. We were in the right place at the right time. So, yeah, things were falling our way. Then he was able to just go out there and not open up any doors because obviously the balls were being hit at people. We made some plays, turned some double plays. And, next thing you know, he got himself a 9-inning complete game, and we're playing again in about 45 minutes.
Now, it's almost like you guys came out so aggressive here in this game to start. You had those runs in the first couple innings. Was it more than usual being an elimination situation, or is that how things felt?
No, I think the elimination thing has something to do with it. Obviously, their season's either over or you play again. We tweaked a little bit of the lineup. We flip-flopped Sean Allaire and Sean Miller-Jones. We flip-flopped Tommy Meade and Mitch Wells. We're just trying to create some protection for Pat Epps. Even Kyle Zarotny, we bounced up. So sometimes just a quick change creates a different view instead of staring at it because we seemed like we were fighting it the last couple days. And, it wasn't great today, but, it was enough to get us a W.
And now for the first time since 2007, you guys will be back in the championship round. You can't win the championship in this next game, but you can set yourself up for tomorrow. But you're seeing Sacred Heart again, who beat you yesterday in our second game yesterday. So what are your thoughts seeing the Pioneers here in this next game real short?
Well, obviously they're a very confident group right now. They're playing well. They finished the regular season on a high note. Except for the Bryant series, they had won probably 10 out of 12. They're very aggressive. They're going to attack you. We're just going to have to be able to withstand that for the first 3 innings and try to get ourselves in a ball game. And you know what? As soon as the game continues to get longer, I think it plays to our advantage.
Well, Coach, I'm not going to keep you that much longer. I know you have more work to do here today, so congratulations, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Sure thing.
All right, Matt, back to you.
All right, Craig, very good. Thanks so much. And our appreciation to Charlie Hickey, the head coach of Central Connecticut State. His team will advance into the title game coming up at 3:30. We'll have that one for you. See the final score. Central Connecticut State wins it over Wagner 7-2. For KJ Cardinal, our producer, and our entire crew, Matt Harmon, Craig D'Amico signing off for just a little bit. We'll be back for the second of our 2 games, Sacred Heart and Central Connecticut State, coming up at 3:30. So long for now from Somerset, New Jersey. Central Connecticut wins at 9-6 to set up a winner-take-all matchup tomorrow at 12 o'clock between these same 2 in-state rivals. Sacred Heart loses 9-6. Let's head it down to the field, and joining our Craig D'Amico is Charlie Hickey.
Charlie Hickey and the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils force a decisive Game 7 tomorrow as they beat Sacred Heart by the score of 9-6. Coach, I don't know what we could possibly talk about. Oh, how about that grand slam home run?
Well, yeah, that obviously obviously got us ahead, but it also gave us a 3-run lead. It was a game back and forth, sort of what a championship game was supposed to be. We got out early. They kept pecking away. I thought there were a couple innings that, we were sort of falling apart on the seams, and somehow we got out of them with only limited damage. And I thought that gave us a shot, and then Tommy Meade got a 2-run homer and got us back even again. And it allowed us to just sort of take a deep breath and get back there. Even there, top of the 8th inning, that could have very easily been a 3 or 4 run inning. We were getting a little tight and squeezing it a little bit, but we were able to get out of there. We got a leadoff single by Richie Try, and then kid Pat Epps, I wanted him up, and of course a fluky pop up, but they get the force, but we battled enough to sort of get ourselves in a spot. And Kyle obviously came through with a great swing, and obviously the ball was hit very well.
I'm wondering, what was the tension like in your dugout? Because it seemed like at that moment, for that stretch of time in that 8th inning, everybody was jazzed. Both sides, and the stands were up, the players were up in the dugouts. Everybody was going crazy for that.
I think it was the coaches who were trying to slow the game down a little bit, but I think the fans got a little antsy, thinking that, hurry up, we don't want to stand this anymore. But, these things, it's so important as to do something as simple as breathing. Making sure you're getting some air in you and relaxing. And I told our kids, if we can just stay in the game, after 3 innings, get to the 5th inning, hell, then we're sort of playing with house money a little bit. But obviously, again, tomorrow everything starts different with starting pitching, and we'll be in a situation where, I expect nothing less than the same excitement, a lot of competitiveness from 2 quality baseball teams.
Let me ask you about your seniors, and this group in particular, who in previous years have had their share of heartbreaking losses in this tournament. Maybe in previous years this is one you don't come through, but they certainly came through and got the job done here today.
No, I thought about that last night when I talked to them about legacies and careers, and some of these guys have been on the bench for 5 years in this tournament. Sean Allaire, Tommy Meade, Richie Try, they've had some injuries that didn't allow them to play all 5, but they've been in this tournament for 5, and they've worked so hard and prepare. You want them to perform, but the game doesn't work that way. I think there's some tension, and all of a sudden you get some contributions out of it. Danny Marcoya, that Danny was starting in this tournament last year. Now he's had to accept a little bit of a lesser role, but he got a chance last weekend to pitch, and he gave us 5 huge innings to get ourselves in the ball game. And then obviously a Kyle Zaratny, a senior, who hasn't gotten every start. He's been off and on, but over the last 20 games, he just continues to believe in himself. And we're going to have to try to ride that through some other people. Donnie White gave us a few good innings today. It's going to be sort of fun tomorrow.
What can we expect tomorrow? One more game in the conference season. Do you even have any idea as to who might be in the lineup tomorrow?
Well, the lineup is going to be the same. We don't really tinker that much with it. We're going to try to look at our pitching, try to figure out where we are. You're trying to play your 5th game in 3 days. I know everybody will be ready. We'll try to see where we're at and try to make a decision over dinner tonight. In all likelihood, it's just not going to be one guy. Very rarely is it. And I would expect nothing less from these guys to come out, battle, and compete. It should be fun.
You survived 2 elimination games today, and you have a Game 7 for the championship tomorrow. Coach, we'll see you then. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Matt, back to you.
Thanks.
All right, partner, great job by you down on the field. As always, Charlie Hickey, a very happy head coach. As we say goodbye to you here from TD Bank Ballpark in Somerset, New Jersey. A quick reminder that coming up tomorrow on our Northeast Conference PACcast, you will see these same 2 teams again. Earlier start, however, they'll get it going right around noontime. For the entire crew of the PAC Network, led, of course, by our game site producer, director, and do-it-all, KJ Cardinale. For Craig D'Amico, I'm Matt Harmon. The proceeding has been a PAC Network production. To learn more, log on to PACnetwork.com. Once again, the final score, compliments of this home run from Kyle Zaratny. Central Connecticut, 9, Sacred Heart 6. They'll do it again tomorrow in a winner-take-all. So long from Somerset, New Jersey.